So I have always loved a gimmick. In high school, whenever there was some flexibility about the delivery method of a project, I always wrote a song. Same went for college. My monologue in improv acting, my final speech in public speaking, all of my poem submissions in poetry writing class. Think Ren Stevens' theatrical performance of We Went to the Moon in 1969. Pay no attention to whether or not she actually hit all the points on the rubric. This chick wrote a song. That was me. Anyway, my personal statement song got me into 7 out of 8 of the grad schools that I applied to despite having a less than stellar GPA. Another very wordy song about ethics earned me a $1,000 prize. And I don't know if you could call a love song a gimmick, but the song I wrote about meeting my husband for the first time is what ultimately led to us dating and then getting married and then having children, which is unfortunately where the songwriting came to a stop. Don't get me wrong, motherhood is the most amazing journey I've ever been on, but it doesn't leave much room for hobbies. And when I think about picking up an instrument again to write a song, I literally feel paralyzed. They used to flow like water in my 20s when I was getting my heart broken left and right, but now it's just a steady drip, drip, drip. A line here, a verse there, all mumbled into a voice memo that I'll never listen to, or a note I'll never read because I simply haven't got the time or the energy. Even playing my old music or somebody else's music has felt daunting to me. When I first moved to this new city, I sent out email after email to venue after venue, getting almost no responses. I pulled off 2 gigs, one of which was as an unpaid opener, but apparently good exposure. I felt like I was 19 again. These past several months, the drip, drip, drip has gotten a little louder and a little more persistent, and I just need to address it in some way. I recently rewatched The Prize Winner of Defiance, Ohio, which is this real-life story about a 1950s housewife who finds that she's really good at writing jingles, and she enters them into all these contests and earns her family all these prizes, like a trip to New York and a steak dinner and a washer and a dryer. And I found myself thinking, where are these contests today? I'm sure they still exist, and I'm not even sure if that's necessarily the path that I want to go down, but what I'm trying to do is essentially kill 2 birds with 1 song, and I think that's what I'm going to call this project. I write a song for the sake of writing a song again, but it will also serve another purpose, whether it's begging my local music scene to book me, or convincing the powers that be that my unglamorous mid-sized city is deserving of a Trader Joe's, or appealing to Sherwin-Williams to send me a free can of paint because I accidentally painted my bathroom shamrock green. There's only so much time I can dedicate to creative projects these days. It's hard to justify sitting down to write a song when there's a million other things I could be doing. But if I could kill 2 birds with 1 song, let's just see where this goes.
Not gonna lie.